This is Channel 2 News, coverage you can count on.
Look at that! Look at all that water!
Yeah, that's what a lot of us were saying as heavy rainfall soaked parts of Reno and Sparks today, causing flash flooding and closing roads. We'll take a closer look at some of the damage and find out if more storms are on the way. Well, significant amounts of standing water, mud, and rocks have littered some roads in Sparks tonight, making travel extremely difficult along Sparks Boulevard, Vista Boulevard, and the D'Andrea and Miramonte areas. Now take a look. This is some of the video we shot today. Prater Way was closed between Vista Boulevard and Sparks Boulevard. Officials are warning citizens to just avoid all areas of standing water on roadways. And that's because you never know how deep it could be or what could be under it. Now, Chief Meteorologist Mike Alger's in the Weather Center now with more on the storm. Mike, is there any more headed our way?
Well, you don't really know. I mean, not tonight. I think things are calming down certainly tonight. Our skies, while they haven't cleared off completely, the showers are really collapsing in on themselves, driven by the heat. And heat we had in plentiful amounts here today. If you look at some of the high temperatures across the west here, we got to 101 degrees, just 2 degrees shy of a record here in Reno. Lots of triple digits all across the north. And as we're looking at what's happened elsewhere across the area here, this low pressure system that was offshore here has moved up here. So this is all really just driven by a very, very strong ridge of high pressure circulating up some of this moist air, called a monsoonal flow, and that has created all that excitement. Now, right now, things, like I say, are dying out fairly quickly. As we take a look at what's going on across the area here, we're going to zoom in a little bit on what was the last little bit of shower activity. You could see just there over by the Fernley region here, and that, like I say, is just collapsing just about as quickly as it is forming. Now, we have had all kinds of activity across the area. In fact, here at the station, I looked at the inches per hour rate on our rain gauge for about 10 minutes right at 7 o'clock, and it was registering rain at a rate of about 4.5 inches per hour. Now, it only lasted about 10 minutes, so we didn't get near that much, but we've had a big shot of precipitation across the area. This is what it looked like here just outside of the Sparks area here. Michael Svatic over in East Sparks took that, and you can see the incredible amount of rain coming down here. Also included an awful lot of heavy hail in the region, and of course we had a lot of lightning around the region as well. Flooding, a real problem. This is some video here taken by Jason Gonzalez, and this is driving along Vista Boulevard over by the Para Park there. You can see coming in from side streets, a lot of mud, a lot of debris. And again, we want to emphasize that if you get in a situation like this, don't try to drive across something. Even if it only looks like there's a few inches of water, if it's running, you don't know if a road is washed out, and it only takes a foot to 2 feet of water to float a car away. And situations around town were getting a little dangerous. Storm drains backing up. Dan Armalet, you may remember him. He used to be our sports director here at KTVN, took this over near his house, and there are streets flooding pretty much everywhere around the region. And in fact, Steve Sonnenberg, he's our chief engineer here in the, one of our engineers here. You know, you wake up after everything's gone and you have waterfront property. The boats are floating on by here, so it seems, and the wake's coming up on here. Now, it wasn't all bad. Everybody kind of took a cotton to this in the manner of which we become accustomed to around here when we get severe weather. And in fact, one of them here, Joe Nahara, sent this in. This is his son, Kenji. I'll get out of the way. I guess when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, or in this case, you go fishing off your front porch here across the region. Now again, very difficult to say if we're going to get this same type of thing happening here over the next 24 hours. I don't think that it's not likely you see this kind of activity. However, we've still got a lot of heat out there, and we still have a lot of moist air around here, especially now that we've had these showers here. So I do expect at least some scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, and they could be in some places this strong. We'll tell you more about that with a complete year forecast coming up here in just a bit.